What's happening? What's the business? It's your boy Landlord from Alabama, back with another video on this magnificent victory Monday, man. After the Cowboys win a big time division game against them riding filthy Giants. You know what I'm saying? That was a big time win, man. Even though it was an inferior opponent, that still was a big win. It got us closer to clinching this division, which is most important right now. Priority number one, first order of business is to lock up your division. And we got one more game against Washington, and we could possibly go and lock it all the way up. So let's talk about this game, man. This was a nice game for us. Even though the offense didn't produce like we wanted it to, still don't think about it like that, man. It's teams out here that got losses yesterday. Big time upsetting losses. You think Tom Brady would have took a nasty sloppy win yesterday? You think Kyler Murray would have took a sloppy win yesterday? Them boys lost big time upsetting games, and they let us right in the door. Everybody complaining about what we didn't do, but they still overlooking what we did do, which is handle business. That's what's most important. So Cowboys got the job done, 3 straight road wins. And thanks to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we are now the second seed in the NFC. So we can't ask for much more than that. Then we got a big time game against Arizona, the number 1 seed. So we can take them down. Everything that we want is right ahead of us. All we got to do is win out. We can take this division over, this conference over. So, okay, let's talk about this game. And, your boy Dak Prescott, he had a pretty solid game, man. I feel like we kind of struggled in the red zone. That's not 100% his fault. He made some big-time third-down conversions. Dak was almost back to his old self, but we could have got a couple of them red zone trips to be 7 instead of 3. We would have been back to cooking like we usually do. But we finally got the running game back on too, man. So, Dak went like 28 for 37, and he had like 217 yards with a touchdown pass, man. So, you want to ask for a little more production, but you getting wins, you can't be too picky, man. So, hey, I'll take a win over whatever, man. He threw 400 yards, got an L, y'all will still be complaining. So, don't be mad and upset about a win. Don't let this media and all these maniacs make you feel bad about your team when they actually on a 3-game winning streak. And a team like Arizona get upset by the Lions, and the Bucs get upset by the Saints, who we just beat in New Orleans. So, good time to be a Cowboys fan. We headed up. I love the way this team is playing, this defense is playing. So, okay, let's talk about Tony Pollard. Tony came back from the foot injury, and he was looking real good. It looked like he didn't miss a beat. Tony almost broke one. Like, Tony was playing ball today, man. So Playmaker TP was back to his old self. He gave us a big time spark on his offense as far as the run game. And Zeke didn't do too bad either. Zeke didn't do the typical Zeke things, but hey, they kept producing. They kept running, making tough runs, gaining yards to keep these drives going, keep milking the clock. You know what I'm saying? They did enough to maintain a consistent threat in the run game. Okay, let's talk about your boy Dalton Schultz, man. Dalton had him a game this game, man. He went 8 for 8. He caught everything that threw his way, man. Dalton was on his game. Jason Wynn, little brother, what I call him, he was in his bag this game, man. He came up big, and he got a touchdown. He went 8 for 8 for 67 yards and a touchdown. So that was a huge performance for Dalton Schultz, man. He came through in the clutch. That seemed like he was on rhythm with Schultz the whole game. Other people he was going a little spotty with, but him and Schultz was in sync the whole entire game. Okay, let's talk about my boy CD Lamb, man. CD came through big too. He had some nice runs after the catch. CD was making plays, but at the same time, he did have a few big drops. I don't know if it's concentration or what with CD, but he gonna have to get that in order, man, because when we get down the stretch, we can't have those little hiccups and little brain farts all of a sudden and dropping easy passes that's in your hand. Like he dropped a big time ball that put it perfectly in his hand, and CD just dropped it. So hopefully we can get CD back focused to how he needs to be, man. Sometimes you just drop balls too, but we know CD is better than that. We can't afford him to be dropping balls like that. Michael Gallup had a couple key plays too, man. Michael Gallup made a big time catch over the middle. I seen when Dak made that play lately. Those are the plays that we actually been dropping. So to see Michael Gallup come down with a couple of them was big. It was a big step forward. You know what I'm saying? So this offense will get out of this funk. I feel it coming. And that's soon ahead. And like I say, most of the struggles was in the red zone. And that's a combination of that play calling, run game, you know what I'm saying, and good defense from time to time. So we're gonna have to get that under control and get back to scoring 7 instead of 3 points when we get in the red zone, man. That's gonna be big coming down the stretch, headed towards the playoffs. You know, playing better competition. We're gonna need to score 6. Okay, let's talk about the defense, man. And the boy Tank Lawrence, D-Law, he made an appearance, and hey, he was back to his old ways. I had put on Twitter, Tank back to doing Tank teams. You know what I'm saying? He was on his game. Tank went crazy this game, man. He was causing havoc everywhere. He was making plays in the run game. He even got a sack fumble. I don't know if they counted it as a sack fumble, but he caused that interception that Jordan Lewis got. So then he came and just hit Saquon with a right jab and just got the ball straight out of his hands. Like, Saquon don't even fumble. And D-Law forced one from him, man. So that was big time play in the game, man. D-Law is a man of his word. He is backing up all his talk. I know a lot of Cowboy fans don't like how he talks, but D-Law is backing it up. He is back to being Tank. And Jordan Lewis really played a good game today. And Anthony Brown played a good game as well. Like, this whole secondary is pretty good, man. They wasn't having too many busted plays or too many hiccups or miscommunication. They was all over these receivers, man. I think this secondary and this whole defense held Mike Glennon to like 99 yards. Like, he didn't even get 100 yards. So that was a great performance by this secondary and this defense. And Jake Fromm came in and had like 82 yards out of half of the plays he got. So, we had a good rap under Mike Glenn, man. Even though he is a backup veteran, an old guy, all that. But hey, anything can happen in the NFL. He is in the NFL for a reason. Now let's talk about your boy Trayvon Diggs. He got his number 10 pick, man. I love what I'm seeing from Trayvon. I know he had a little slow period, like maybe 4-5 games ago. He had went through a little stretch where he was getting beat, like the Denver game and stuff like that. But I believe he had a little injury, and I believe after the bye and stuff, Trey got back healthy. They ain't gonna tell you about the injury, but in my head, I believe he had a little ankle injury or whatever and was slowing him up. But now it looks like he's back into form. Trayvon back confident, back cocky, just dominating these wide receivers all over the field, man. Young baby prime time. Trayvon Diggs is back on his mission, back in his bag. He going crazy. Overall, look at this team and this game looks good, man. The trajectory is headed up. That's where we going, man. So we're gonna get better in this December football. That's what we headed to, man. Gotta peak at the right time. Gotta get hot going towards the tournament, like Mike McCarthy said. So that's all I got for you, man, today, man. Just holler at me, LandLord from Alabama, on all social sites, man, with the same handle. And the algorithm be trying to knock me off the rhythm, man. So if you could like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man, help me grow this channel. And with that being said, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.